everybody, welcome back to our channel, The Curious Indian. We are here to bring you all the exciting content all over India. Today, we are going to talk about a company that is ruling the hearts of Indians with its automobiles and leading tractor manufacturing industries all over the world.
The SUVs of tomorrow are coming. And the M, well, it's more than just a mark. It is the new us. Mahindra Sport Utility Vehicles.
Yes, it's none other than the Mahindra and Mahindra. It all started with idea of starting a steel manufacturing company by the brothers J.C. Mahindra and K.C. Mahindra. They've discussed this idea with their friend Gulham Muhammad. He also liked it and wanted to join them. Finally, they started a company in the year 1945 and named it on their friendship as Mahindra and Muhammad. Later on, the Mahindra brothers saw the rise of the automobile industry in the country. They also wanted to start an automobile industry. But Gulham Muhammad had some other plans. He wanted to leave the company and go to Pakistan. This was one of the tough times faced by Mahindra brothers as they faced the problem of changing the company's name and replacing Gulham Muhammad. After putting much thought, they decided to go alone and became partners, believing that they could achieve high standards in what they have started. The first automobile logo of Mahindra and Mahindra was something like this. On the other hand, Gulham Muhammad, who left for Pakistan, had an astounding rise in his career. He became the finance minister of Pakistan and then later on became the lieutenant general of Pakistan. India gained their independence from British. After gaining independence, government started focusing on developing a self-sufficient economy and the automotive industry, which was one of the key sectors they looked to for growth and development of the country. The government of India introduced policies to support the Indian automotive industries, such as import restrictions on foreign vehicles, high tariffs on imported parts, and investment incentives for domestic manufacturers. Mahindra brothers were very much interested in this sector and they wanted to manufacture a Jeep in India to meet. However, the roads and highways were not very well developed in the early 40s and 50s and they needed a vehicle that could run effectively on all sort of roads. They offered to take over the entire production line of the Jeep in the United States and move it back to India, thereby enabling a local production and sales of the vehicle. Willys company agreed to this proposal and in the year 1947, Mahindra and Mahindra secured a license to produce Willys Jeep in India. This is how Mahindra and Mahindra became a leading automobile manufacturer in India, with a focus on producing vehicles that are very more reliable and versatile, suitable for India's rugged terrain and varied climatic conditions. This proved to be a game changer for Mahindra and Mahindra as the Willys Jeep became one of the most popular vehicles in India and played a significant role in the country post-independent development efforts. In the early 50s, there was some problem with the buyers because of heavy competition with different companies at that point of time. Few of them were like Ambassador, Hindustan Landmaster, Morris Minor and Ford Perfect. Now you all might have a question, then how were they able to gain that competition? So one day, while riding a Willys Jeep in Mumbai, K.C. Mahindra happened to come across the Maharaj of Patiala, who was very much impressed by the vehicle's performance. He immediately placed an order for several Willys Jeeps. Mahindra and Mahindra also received an order for the automobiles from the Government of India in the early 50s for 150 Willys Jeep vehicles. This order marked the beginning of Mahindra's association with Jeep and led to the creation of the iconic Mahindra Jeep in India. Let me tell you one more interesting story of Mahindra which proves their dedication and determination towards work. The challenge was the transportation of the Jeep. In early 50s, Mahindra and Mahindra faced a unique challenge when they needed to transport a Willys Jeep from Mumbai to a remote town in Assam. The only way to get the Jeep there was to dismantle it and transport it piece by piece on the narrow gauge railway that ran through that area. The team at Mahindra and Mahindra was up for the challenge and they successfully transported the Jeep to its destination, reassembling it on the site. We are a very new country. So in the early 40s and 50s, Mahindra brothers faced a lot of problems. Let us discuss few of them. Mahindra and Mahindra started a small company with a very much limited resources. For example, when they had to start making Willys Jeeps under the license, they only had one assembly line and had to manually stamp, cut metal parts. So to overcome all of these, company had to find innovative ways, cut costs wherever possible. For example, they developed a new technique for stamping and cutting metal parts and built their own supply chain to support their manufacturing operation. Isn't this so innovative? India was a developing country at that point of time, and this meant that Mahindra and Mahindra had to invest in its own infrastructure such as buildings, its own roads, transportation networks in order to support its manufacturing operations. For example, when the company started exporting Willys Jeeps to other countries, they had to find ways to transport these Jeeps to the ports as the roads were not at all well developed. Demand of automobiles in India was very low during the early independence days, and the market was dominated by foreign players. Now Mahindra and Mahindra had to find out various ways in order to build its brand in order to gain a foothold in the market. They started promoting a Willys Jeep as versatile and reliable vehicle that was suitable for Indian terrain and built a strong brand image around it. During that period, India was going through a political instability, with the country gaining independence in 1947, but it started facing challenges such as Indo-Pakistan War in 48, 47 Sino-Indian War in 1962, and there was one more Pakistan War in 1963. This created an uncertain business environment for Mahindra and Mahindra. The company had to find ways in order to adapt the changing circumstances. For example, during the Indo-Pakistan War, the company shifted its focus from manufacturing steel products for the defense industry, and later diversified into other areas such as construction equipment and tractors. During the 1960s, the Mahindra brothers wanted to deliver an automobile specifically for agriculture to meet the needs of Indian farmers. As one of the largest automotive manufacturers in India, Mahindra and Mahindra recognized the important role that tractors played in Indian agriculture, and the company saw an opportunity to expand its business by catering the needs of farmers. Mahindra and Mahindra then collaborated with international investors to gain access to advanced manufacturing technologies and design expertise, which were utilized to develop a range of tractors that were specifically utilized for farmers. When did Mahindra and Mahindra manufacture its first tractor? Take your time. M&M produced its first tractor in the year 1963. The company invested heavily in R&D, and it worked closely with farmers and agricultural experts to design tractors that were reliable, efficient, and affordable. Today, Mahindra and Mahindra is one of the leading tractor manufacturers in the world with a strong presence in India and a growing global footprint. The company's commitment to meet the needs of farmers remains a core part of its business philosophy, and it continues to invest heavily in R&D to develop innovative and sustainable solutions for agriculture. It has a significant market share of around 40% in tractor industry, making it as the market leader. It even has a strong foothold in markets such as US, Australia, Brazil, and Mexico. The most successful model of Mahindra tractor in India has been Mahindra 575 Di, which was first launched in 1998. In the overcoming years, Mahindra launched several successful tractor models including Mahindra Yugo, Mahindra Jivo series. In 1980, Mahindra and Mahindra diversified into new industries including hospitality, real estate, and financial services. The Mahindra Scorpio. I hope no one might forget this car. The Mahindra Scorpio was first developed by Mahindra and Mahindra, an Indian automotive manufacturer, and was first launched in India in 2002. The story behind the Scorpio development is one of the fascinating ones, as it represents a major milestone in the history of Mahindra and Mahindra and in the automotive industry all over the world. Scorpio was developed at a time when Mahindra and Mahindra was struggling to compete the global automotive giants like Tata, Maruti, and whatnot, who were flooding the Indian market with affordable, high-quality vehicles. The company recognized that its need to develop a vehicle that would appeal to the Indian buyers, but it faced a significant challenge in doing so. Mahindra and Mahindra faced a significant challenge competing with the global automotive giants like Tata as it launched its Tata Safari in 1998. This car became an instant hit in the market and the sales touched roof. How many of you still like the Tata Safari? If you do, please comment below. Mahindra company recognized the need to develop a vehicle that would appeal to Indian buyers, designed to handle Indian rugged terrain and unpredictable road conditions while being comfortable, stylish, enough to appeal the Indian buyers. To address this challenge, Mahindra and Mahindra assembled a team of designers and engineers led by former General Motors executive Alan Durante. The Scorpio was designed to be a versatile and rugged vehicle capable of handling a wide range of terrain and weather conditions, featuring a powerful diesel engine, a robust suspension system, and a spacious interior that could comfortably sit up to 7 passengers, all at an affordable price, just for 6 lakh rupees. Scorpio quickly became a sensation in the Indian automotive market and helped establish Mahindra and Mahindra as a major player in the industry. This is the glimpse of Mahindra's logos over the years, starting from 1948 and as of now. So let's all raise a toast to the unstoppable spirit of Mahindra and let it serve as a shining example of what is possible when you have a vision, passion, and determination to succeed. The future belongs to those who dare to dream, and with Mahindra leading the way, we can be sure that the roads ahead will be paved with a success and greatness.